Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, or do I need to turn the sound up, the volume up? So we have Shantae Johnson, Diane Brighton, Judith Marrero, and Hermit, and High Priestess, Sharon Jameson. I love you guys. Okay. So I'm hoping you can hear me. Is the sound okay, you guys? Okay, you can hear me? All right. I know it's late, or it is where I'm at. It's past 9, but it's Saturday night, so I can get away with coming on here for a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and do the 5 of Pentacles. Today, I have been very busy. I have been putting together correspondences for the herbs for Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury. Okay, and this is going to be an oil that you can use if you feel like you are dealing with some aspects of Saturn and Jupiter, because they're, you know, having a face off right now, and it's gonna go on for throughout 2021. It's really going to be a big deal for Virgos, and so that's a lot of the reason why I'm making this special oil, so that way on Wednesdays I can, you know, use that oil when I light a candle for Mercury. Okay, because Mercury is the messenger of the gods, and, you know, to help bring peace and harmony and balance of those energies that are opposing each other. And it's going to be you know, in our house, in Virgo's house. So what I'm going to do is I probably will not upload it on this channel, you guys, because I want all the Virgos to be able to see it. So it'll probably go over on Hidden Truth Tarot. Okay. And so I've got everything I got all my herbs and everything laid out today. And, you know, it's best when you have energies like that that are opposing each other, and to work with them. Okay. Pay respect. You know, when you show that, just set your intentions, lighting a candle, thinking about it. It really does make a big difference. Okay, it really does. I've really never had a problem with Mercury retrograde like people do, and I believe, you know, it's my belief that because every Wednesday, you know, no, it doesn't fail. You know, I pay my respect to Mercury. Okay, and that is my ruling planet. I don't have problems with Mercury retrograde. I don't usually have any problems with any type of planetary placements that are supposed to be bad or negative. If anything else, it's almost like I have more luck on my side when things are like that. And I think it just has a lot to do with awareness, you know, being aware of, you know, what's going on, and understanding that that is a whole nother, you know, look at Earth, look at, you know, Mother Earth here. It's the same thing, even if it's not livable on Jupiter or Saturn. It's the same thing, though. It's the same body. It's the same living thing. So I just, that's my take on it. And I want to do that. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So it'll probably be tomorrow night before it gets uploaded. But that's why it's going to be on Hidden Truth Tarot, because I want all the Virgos. And this is for anybody, you guys. You know, Saturn opposing, you know, Saturn and Jupiter having this face off and being this close together. This hasn't happened in, like, when they're going to couple, it's going to be like it's going to be crazy. They said that it hasn't happened in like 800 years, or it's going to be another 800. I'm wrong. It's going to be, it won't, but Jupiter is all about, you know, growth and expansion and change. It's that serendipity, it's miracles, it's blessings, it's abundance. Okay. Um, but every planet has, you know, the good aspects and the bad aspects. Okay. Just like people, just like us. Okay. And so you want to just balance energies out. And when you aspects like that to the planets, okay, that you're showing that respect. And, you know, I feel like it kind of saves you and it keeps you protected, you know, from any energies, especially from Saturn, you guys. Saturn is a planet that I love Saturn, but Saturn is like the tower, you know, it's like if you're not willing to do something about your life or change it, you know, Saturn will change it for you, and it'll be in a way that you're not going to like, you know. So it's kind of that energy. And it's all about challenges, putting, you know, facing things that are very difficult, but there's a need for us to go through them and face them in order to grow and learn what it is that we need to learn. There's always something to learn. That's why things happen like that. Well, hello, Rick Jones. Santa, I do not know how to pronounce your last name. You're from Finland. That's awesome. Tempo Black Star. All right, you guys, we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. And Virgo and Libra's monthlies are done. And after I get done with this class, I will be doing Scorpios, and then I will upload those, and then all the monthlies will be done. You guys, if you're a Virgo, you've got to watch your monthly. Out of 8 cards, 5 of them were major arcana, and I'm talking about huge, life-changing, big changes coming. But it's good. It's good. It's real good. And everybody's been showing up in their own readings, you know, with the major arcana, it seems like. So it's very powerful. I feel like we're fixing to go through a shift, okay? An energy that's going to, you know, how it's been kind of just that feeling of not quite knowing what's going on or what to expect. That it's that kind of that cloudiness, the darkness, you know, the heaviness. It's fixing to be lifted, okay? And we're going to have energy that's going to come in, and it's going to lift us up. And I feel like we're going to need it too. I've seen where a lot of places are shutting down again. So we're definitely in need of an energy shift, you guys. This whole 2020 has been a mind, you know, just messing with our minds, okay? And, you know, the stuff that's been going on. So I think 2021 is going to be a very high energetic energy, and I'm getting really excited the closer January 2021 is coming. I'm so excited. I'm ready to get out of these energies, and I feel it coming. And so I'm super stoked over that. I really am. Thank you so much, Yasmina. What a beautiful name. Age of Aquarius. Yes. I love you guys. I am so happy to be back live. All right. So let's get started. Five of Pentacles. Set that right there. I'm going to start with this. All right. Five of Pentacles. A scene of destitution, but also how it can be overcome. Legend tells of a blind person and a cripple who joined forces and gave each other what support they could. The blind man helped the lame one along. The cripple guided the blind man. Sharing their needs and abilities relieved their hardship. And it says underneath the card here, needs must when the devil drives. And that just makes no sense how it's worded there. Needs must when the devil drives. Now we have the spiritual experience right here. Let God share in your lack. He has none. I like that. As the card of the day, the capacities of one who works alone add up. Those of a person who cooperates with others are multiplied. As a prognosis tendency, sometimes it's the right time to throw in the towel, accept defeat, come to terms with a lack. But the fact remains that there is much unnecessary need and unhappiness in the world and in yourself. It is well worth undertaking something against it. For love and relationships, reject unjustified claims and pointless sacrifice. For success and happiness, fulfill worthwhile duties with a light heart. Fulfill worthwhile duties with a light heart. I like that one. Looks like this is like, let's see if I can. It's like freezing on my end. Okay. This one, is that the Funny Lady 2016? Are you talking about this book right here? Okay, it's saying that my connection is unstable, you guys, so they're fixing it. That's what just popped up on the screen. So if it's getting taken care of, but that's why I'm having problems with the screen freezing. I like this laptop. It fixes things by itself. That's pretty helpful. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, I guess they've got it under control. Just know I haven't went nowhere if it kind of cuts out or something, okay? All right. Now remember, this is the book that has the key words and the key phrases, okay? And you're going to want to write these down. All right. Key words. Lack, victim mentality, hardship and rejection. Key phrases: spiritual separation, soul searching, emotionally wounded, unworthiness, feeling alone or excluded, neglecting your needs, a sense that something is missing in your life. There is always a feeling of lack when you draw the Five of Pentacles. It might simply feel like you lack material security on the surface, but there is something deeper at work here. There is a neediness, a feeling that something is missing, whether a spiritual connection or a meaning to life. This card often appears when we feel emotionally deprived or have become a victim in a relationship. Sometimes it is easier and also more empowering to remain the deprived, wanting person in a codependent relationship. This card also signifies that you are lonely, in need of love, feel unworthy of someone's love, or just neglecting yourself physically or emotionally. The positive side of this card says that if there is something missing in your life right now, then you must go out and discover what it is. Perhaps you need a spiritual belief, more love, less materialistic dependency, or more self-reliance. This is the mentality of someone who sees the glass half empty rather than half full. The pessimist, who experiences a sense of rejection or abandonment. Feeling left out in the cold means that it is time to come into the warmth, but you have to take responsibility for doing it yourself. If you fear asking for help, ask yourself why. Are you too proud, too fearful of opening old wounds, or are you denying your feelings at the expense of material benefit? As a blockage card, this indicates that you may be so wrapped up in your sense of deprivation that you can't see your way forward. The price to be paid for remaining a victim is that someone will always want to save you. But what kind of rescue do you really want? Isn't it better to rescue yourself? This card can also imply a fear, whether unfounded or not, of rejection, whether from a prospective employer, a publisher, or a lover. Right? So, tarot for. All right. So, the number 5 meaning in the tarot is change, challenge, uncertainty, and mediation. Okay. The astrology is Mercury and Taurus. Key words. I think I'm still on. Okay. The key words are hardship, community, resilience. The figures in the 5 of Pentacles trudge barefoot through the snow against the wind. One person is injured. They are dressed in rags and likely ill from the cold. Financial hardship, poverty, loss, and destitution are themes of this card. The difficulties of such situation threaten illness and depression. However, in contrast to the only miser of the 4 of Pentacles, the figures in this card have banded together, sharing encouragement and any money or food they have. This card insists that while you may feel outcast from society at large due to grief, poverty, or loss of a home, you do not feel alone. You feel strongly connected with others in similar situations, and these people will likely be your friends for a long time to come. As long as you continue to care for yourself and your community, circumstances will change and you will lift each other up. Maintaining hope and love in your heart and walking a path of intuition or faith will allow you to keep your eyes open to the opportunities that are right for you. Keep doing the best you can. The health and generosity of the 6 of Pentacles will be within reach soon enough. Now, the symbolism. All right, it says the bell around the neck, okay, represents isolation associated with leprosy. Money tree in stained glass window. This represents focus on survival. Opportunities for gaining riches are out of sight or out of reach. Okay. Now, the favorite one. Let's see what this one has to say. Five of Pentacles. Here's the key words, you guys. Now you're going to want to write this stuff down. Poverty, disappointment, loss, lack, restriction, disorder, worry. Often this card depicts a couple or a family in an attitude of humility, poverty, or hardship. Their desperation and suffering are evident. Sometimes a stained glass church window appears above them, which indicates emphasizing spiritual values over material ones. I think of this as the need card. You're in a pinch and need help. Don't be too proud to ask for it. Usually, the Five of Pentacles represents financial need, although it may point to a health issue or disappointment in another physical area. Sometimes it suggests you're not using your resources wisely. You may not even be aware of your potential. In a reading about money, the five points to losses, financial woes, debt, feelings of desperation. However, it can also indicate paring down your lifestyle and assessing what's really important. Perhaps spiritual things mean more to you than material ones. If the reading is about your job, you may feel financially strapped because you're not earning enough to pay the bills. Work-related responsibilities may drain your vitality. Maybe it's time to look for a better job. In a reading about love, the Five of Pentacles can mean a relationship is draining your energy. You're investing a lot and not getting much in return. This card suggests emotional poverty, limitations, and unhappiness. All right. Let's do a recap real quick. The pandemic card. Yeah. I love y'all. Y'all just get on here and you just chat and talk, and that's wonderful. Well, there's Phoenix. Yep. All right. So, you guys, the Ace of Pentacles represents new beginnings, reward for effort, the beginning of prosperity. Okay. But you got to take care of this, whatever it may be. This could be the beginning of a career, a business. This could be you having a baby, that, you know, bringing life into the world, because it does represent beginnings as well. But this represents the divine giving you something, okay, that you can take and run with, and it can grow and expand as much as you want it to, what you desire, but it's up to you. Two of Pentacles. This card, it says you got a lot going on, but you do it with grace and ease. People admire you. People look at you and they're like, I don't know how so-and-so does all that. There's no way I could do that. There's no way. So, you know, that is a positive thing about it. But like I've said before, you guys, these can drop. You can drop them at any time. So there's a need to start thinking about lightening your load and making a financial decision, maybe to go back to school, to get a better job, go look for a different career. You know, a lot of times this does represent making a huge life-changing financial decision, but it's for the betterment of your situation. Three of Pentacles. I love this energy right here. This is where you get recognition. You get admired for your skill, for what you do on a day-to-day basis. Okay, people admiring your work. You know, it doesn't matter how you make a living. Okay, you can either do it sloppy, or you can do it the right way, or you can halfway do it. Okay, and this is you getting admired for giving it your all. Okay, and being very skilled at what it is that you do. Some of you are planning for the future. You've got goals 5 years out, is what I'm getting right here. Some of you have that, because that came through from my guide. That did not come from me. I tell you, stuff that just comes through. That's not what this card says, but that's what came through, okay? This could be a business, all right? When this card does show up, it can represent maybe you taking your skill and partnering up with someone. Maybe somebody's going to financially back you and your business, okay? It's going to be successful, though. You whatever it is that you do, you're good at it, and it will make you a living. And also, it's the number 3, you guys. And 3s represent growth and expansion, okay? And whatever you're putting your hard work, time, and effort into, your sweat, blood, and tears, it's going to come back and reward you 3-fold, okay? This also is a very spiritual energy, all right? 3s represent, our higher power, ourselves, and the spirit realm. It's a very divine energy, you guys. Very divine. I always look at this as, becoming one with your higher self and recognizing the divine that is within you as well, okay? Because when you do that, when you connect those 3 together, that's when you step into your power, because you realize you have power, and you realize that you are part of the life force. Each and every one of us are. It's like a big web that's threaded, and we are all threaded in it together in the universe. Every single one of us. All the animals, all the trees, everything and everyone. 4 of Pentacles. A lot of times when this shows up, it's the miser card, okay? It's usually somebody that hoards their money, doesn't want to spend anything, afraid to spend anything. They think that they may need it because there's going to be like a disaster, or apocalypse, whatever the situation may be that they believe. Or it just could be that they have done without for so long that what they do have, they want to hang on to it, okay? Because it makes them feel secure. But I'm going to tell you something. This represents stability and security. And if you have stability and security, that means you're making your bills, okay? You've got food on the table. You get to go and do extra things with your family and everything. You have everything you need. And you still are able to put a pinnacle or 2 back in the bank and save. If you are able to do that, invest that money in something that's going to make you money, okay? And sometimes that's a risk, but it's taking a risk on you, okay? It's doing something that is going to benefit you. And like I tell you guys all the time, we're not going to go through life and everything's just going to go smoothly, and we're not ever going to have challenges, or we're not ever going to fail. Failing is a part of learning, okay? We're not going to be able to conquer everything we set out to do, and that's because there's things that we need to learn. People are so afraid of failure, but what they don't understand is failure is a part of it, a part of growing, a part of learning. So I don't like that word failure, but in a sense, you don't fail. You've gained something, okay? You've gained knowledge. You've learned something, okay, from what has happened. So to me, I see it as, maybe some money was lost, okay? But I've gained something that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, and that's knowledge. Knowledge is power. Power can never be taken from you. But you got to believe in yourself. 5 of Pentacles. This is, I always feel like when this comes up, the struggles, losing your job, okay, getting laid off. You're not, you have the mortgage payment. You're 2 months, late. You're juggling, bills, what can be paid right now and what can be, not paid and not get shut off. It's that type of energy. It's bad. It's like hitting rock bottom right here, okay, financially. This also represents, feeling rejected from a lover, a partner, or your significant other, okay? And that feeling and that energy is just, it's different than the 3 of Swords energy, okay? That 3 of Swords is that sorrow, that loss, that heartbreak, where you don't know if you're going to make it or not. This is more of a, to me, it's more of a, it really messes with your mind type of energy, okay? Feeling not good enough for someone, feeling like you're not worthy, okay, or you're not enough. And that's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling. And it's, I'm trying to figure out the word. Am I trying antagonizing? It messes with you. It not only breaks your heart, but it messes with your mind in a way where, it can really mess you up. It can cause you to, give up on people altogether, relationships, love, trust issues. It can cause insecurities. It can just so many different things. And so it's sad. It's a card that I don't like to see come up. But like the book said, with the 5 of Pentacles right here, you do have the 6 coming in. And the 6 of Pentacles, you gotta go through the 5, you guys, to get to the 6. It's just, 5s are unavoidable. 5s in life are unavoidable. It is change. And a lot of times it is chaos, okay? It's that type of change that is traumatic, okay? We can look at it as being traumatic, but it's, it's all in how you choose, okay, to look at it and accept it. Are you going to fight it? Are you going to, or are you used to be like, well, this is something big, huge, I don't like it, but you know what? I can learn something here, okay? It's all in how you want to handle the situation, okay? 5s are all about drastic change that happen in our lives. And, those changes that are drastic, a lot of times there's things that we come back, we reincarnate, at least I believe, and, things that we didn't learn in past lives. I always feel like when something really huge shakes my world up, drastic like that, I really take time to figure out what the meaning of it is, what it is that I need to take out of that, okay, and take with me, and to carry with me what I need to learn. Because, like I said, this is, you guys, this is worse than the Tower to me, okay? So if that doesn't tell you how I feel about this energy, I don't know what else does, okay? This is worse than the Tower in my eyes, because it's that feeling of doing without, needing, lacking, and that's, I hate to think of somebody that is out there hurting or is cold. They don't have a place to lay down. They don't have food to feed their children. It's horrible. It's just, it's horrible. And it happens, every day. Yeah, dejected, rejected feeling. Phoenix, why are you feeling this way right now? You're going through the Five of Pentacles right now. Yeah. Oh, your husband's, you are in Canada, right? And y'all are on lockdown. Yes, the church in this, this represents, you guys, okay, that some people are so prideful, they just don't want to, you know, ask someone for help. They could be starving to death, they could be freezing to death, and they will just, they're stubborn. And this, you know, this to me represents, you know, there is people that is out there that will help you, okay, in times of need. But you have to get over yourself and you have to, you know, go after it and accept it. And, you know, what people don't understand is how important it is. If you can't be the one that's always giving and helping others and you refuse to accept someone giving to you, you can't do that. That's out of balance. You're telling the universe flat out, I don't need nobody. I don't need nothing. So guess what the universe is going to give you? Nothing, okay? And people don't understand that. They don't realize that. So you're just screwing yourself out of blessings. You're screwing yourself out of, you know, help. There's nothing wrong with accepting help if you really need it. And even if it's something you don't really need, if it's a gift, I've seen people won't accept a gift from someone. You know, if someone's giving you something, accept it. Okay, it's a blessing. You know, let them be blessed. Okay, that's how I look at that. What you can do is, when, you know, that happens, you can go and bless someone else. Okay, and it's a cycle. It keeps on going. We're here to help each other, and that's how we, you know, we keep the ball rolling and turning. I mean, I guess I have a hard time. I'm very stubborn in that manner as well when it comes to, I don't like asking for help. Y'all see me with my laptops. I will sit up in my room and I will struggle and battle with it for days, and before I will go and ask my son-in-law to help me. And it's just stubbornness when something he could probably fix in 20 minutes. But it makes me feel like I'm I can't think of the word. And I've learned a lot. I with my stubbornness, I have learned a lot. I've learned so much about these computers and laptops and stuff. Yeah, it's not really a burden. Not stupid or dumb is the adequate the word here to use. I just feel like if this is this is what I do, then I need to know how this stuff works. And I shouldn't have to depend, you know, if something happens, on somebody. You know, if I just let somebody fix something for me all the time, I would never learn how to do it. And I do not like that. I do not like that. I was, you know, when I was raised up, my grandmother, she is very old fashioned, the lady that raised me. And I was taught that men are supposed to do everything, take out the trash, work. Women are supposed to stay home and have the children, clean the house. And I am so opposite from that. It's just like, wow, that it just blows my mind that people used to really believe that way. And we are equals. We are just, we can do, you know, men and women, you know, when we come together, we get married, we are partners, equal partners, you know, and it's just, I think it all goes back to that, you know, asking, you know, because that's how I was raised, and it just that, and I'm the complete opposite because of that. You know, I've always been. I don't, you know, if I need something, I can get it on my own. Even when I was married, I'm a widow now, but I just being independent. You know, I don't want, you know, independent. I guess independent would be the word for it. That's right. We all need each other. And if you think that you don't need nobody, I guarantee you the universe is going to throw you into a situation where you're going to have somebody. You guys, you always got to look at you got to look at, you know, things like that. And I would have never thought about something in that way. Now things click like that. You know, I really think about things that I say, or especially I say I won't do. I tell you what, every time I have ever said I would never do that, I eat my words, and I guarantee you, it's not within a year. You know, it's something I do. I mean, I'm telling you, we're humans, you know, and we are unpredictable. Okay, and people don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that, you know, it's work to keep your life in balance. They don't want to admit that they have a shadow side and a light side doing the inner work. You know, they don't want to, you know, and it's growth. It's about growth. I learn something new every single day, and not just one thing, several. I tell you what, I'm getting pretty good on these electronics. Yes, learning, knowledge, you know, you can never learn too much, and you'll never learn everything. You know, it's just, it's, yes, knowledge is important and powerful. Sharon Jameson, that's funny. I like that. She pulled one over on him, huh? Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here and get Scorpio's reading done and get those uploaded. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Now, I will post when I upload, which I know you guys are subscribed over there, but I will post on this channel that I'm uploading the Mercury and Saturn and Jupiter oil. And it's to harmonize, you know, the energies of, you know, what's going on in space, you know, to harmonize, you know, those aspects that can affect each of us. It is not just in Virgo. It's, you know, when you have planets doing what they're doing right now, I believe it's on a worldly scale of how it can affect everybody, you know, and that's We've got the pandemic going. We got some crazy stuff going on in the world, you know, but it's going to be all right, because we've got energy coming in here, and it's going to clear out the clutter, the darkness, and we're going to have the clarity. We're going to see clearly. So even if everything is going to SHIT, we're going to still have a smile on our face, because we're going to know what's going on, and we're going to continue on with our day-to-day lives, and we're not going to allow anything to sidetrack us or mess with our minds, because we're going to have that clarity. We're going to have that energy. We're not going to, you know, we're going to stand in our truth and in our power, and we're not going to allow what's going on to affect us. All right, you guys, I love y'all. Yes, it is clearing. It's clearing. Inner celebrations, that's right. Well, I thank you guys for being here with me. I just love you guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Bye-bye, everyone.